and I was guided to come online. So here we are. We're actually back. Yeah, this is the Cosmic Collective. This is what this really comes down to is a message not for just me, for us, for all of us. If you're a subscriber, this comes down to all of us. So I really appreciate you guys coming on, checking this out. If you see this after the fact, please let me know you're seeing this. Hit me up, hit the thumbs up, let me know you were here. Really, let's see what's going to happen. Let's see what's going to come out of this. Let's see what hits home on this. Yeah, there's no private meetings. There's nothing scheduled. I said, you know what is this? What do we have coming down here? I had one of these crazy days. I'm sitting there just like, definitely had a hard day. Like, I'm not going to lie to you. And I came home, sat down with the cards, and I was going to read for myself. And I started to work on some content, and I was about to read. And my guides were like, go online. I'm like, really? So we're going to see what happens. First thing I had gotten was, it's part of divine timing, really. You can't stop it. So one of the things they had said was, shuffle the cards up. So I got them pre-shuffled. And it's really coming down to, if you're here, or if you're hearing this even after the fact, if you notice, I never put dates or times on my readings, on anything, even the old readings. Because you have to really stop asking when. Because there's no time. Time is fluid. Time is alive. Give respect to time. Stop treating time like a bitch. And give respect to time. And I mean this. As much as I respect you, and I mean that with all due respect, start asking the question, really, how can you enjoy the becoming? Respect it. Let's see the cards. This is what I'm getting. This card's out. Oh. Emotional empowerment. Is it true? Is it true? Doesn't associate with any zodiac sign. Doesn't, because this is you and somebody else both going through this. This is a moment of you going through this with somebody else. This is not a jetpack moment. I'm sorry. Bang, bang, bang. Sorry. But this is this. I said this to Papina. I talked to him last night after I was on live for a couple hours. And he had the most amazing reading. Please go back and check out the Members Only Monday. It'll probably make you become a member, really. Like, for real. Antonella and Fapina's reading. What the God. It was like, seriously, I was like, what? I had one of these last night in my reading. One. And it was for Antonella. Actually, no, I'm sorry. It was for Polaris, and I said it to Fapina, but then I had Fapina and Antonella get a reading, and then that boosted it even more and got me into what I would call the Akashic Hollow records. It brought us to here tonight, which now brings me, I think I'm still in it, saying, oh, you're having a hard time, are you? Oh, it's emotional, is it? Let's take a look at why. Pull out the Hall records energy, right? I'm at a job today. I'm a teacher, right? And I'm teaching today. I'm like, this is not what I'm supposed to be doing. What am I supposed to be doing? And I appreciate the energy. And by all means, I'm going to still take it down. But look, being handed the gift of life. I'm waiting. I don't wear a watch, and mind you, I have my Rolex right here. Like, I'm not lying. Like, this is my Rolex. I keep it by my desk, by my setup in the office, by the situation, by my Studio One, because it means so much to me. And what I'm telling you guys is, it's not a when situation. It's how can I enjoy it? I'm trying to enjoy it. Me, you, everybody. Let's enjoy this. There it is. Hi, how are you? How are you, Daddy? Right? Tell me you don't like the daddy. Daddy taking care of you. You're not dealing with all the headaches. Oh, this comes in, that comes in. And I'm not talking about taking care of everything, but I'm talking, it takes care of a lot of things. Right? But that's what it is. Daddy energy comes in. The Emperor is patriarchal, taking care of all those problems. Aries energy, Queen of Wands energy, like I said, wild card energy. Hey, let's go away this weekend. What? You free, right? Yeah, we're gonna go away. You're not doing anything. You know? That new currency of life is flowing in where you never intended it. That intention, that action, that meeting life with love, that meeting life head on, that energy, that spiritual energy, it's changing you. That energy is giving you this hope. That energy is past life. Boom. Oh, yes. I remember mentioning something about this past life energy. This major life moment, this tower moment, which I'm not even getting into because I'm like, I tell the universe to go fuck itself all the time. When I was telling my hairstylist today that, I don't care. I do not care. I'm the one who's like, oh, a tornado? Let's go at it. Because that's where all the cool stuff is. I'm the one who wants to challenge the unit. Let's look deeper, baby. It's one of those things, until I can figure it out, I'm not going to deal with it. But I'm going to make sure I have a full control. That's Capricorn energy. Page of Wands. Fire sign. Let's get this fire started, right? You know? Fire energy. We're in there. What is this Gemini doing here? What are you doing here? What are you doing here? In your head? Swords? But we can't trigger these moments, these manifestations. I told you, these moments where we can get this new currency flowing, right? Unless we have heartbreak. I'm sorry, this is this moment. This has to be some kind of major heartbreak. This is the moment where your energy transmutes. You did not go through this. This is not going to define you. It's going to refine you. There you are. Look at this happiness. I know there's more cups here. I know there's something a little bit more hidden. Look at this moon energy. There's something inside you that's just telling you, I know. You don't know, I know. That's the clarity. Maybe it's this magnetism. It's this investment that you've already put your time in, this quantum energy, this quantum timeline, this quantum wealth, saying, I've been investing in you. I have the clarity. Maybe you're no longer influenced by this external powers that be, and you're taking this time to say, this is my sovereign energy. I'm taking control of this situation. Oh, look at this. Five of Swords, willing to fight for whatever is yours. You get to that moment. You want to cross this bridge? You go through me. Like, that's powerful. They want me to put this deck down. They want me to change it up. This is really powerful. This is like the universe reading for us. When we get to the cosmic collectives, I want you to understand this is not my angels, my guides. This is the universe. The universal energy as a collective. I saw 333 444 555 tonight. I kind of knew I was going to come online. Like, I kind of knew. We're getting a really good reading. This is tell the universe to go fuck itself. When things start spiraling, say, oh no. I never told you to take the wheel. You're trying to take the wheel because you think I can't handle it. That's not how it works. Become vulnerable. Let this vulnerability take you. You know what I'm saying? Let the vulnerability take you. Empress energy requires an emperor, and the emperor comes in, and this is the Akashic Records. We're still in the hall, aren't we, baby? Oh, we are. We are certainly in the hall. That's this past life. See where you're sitting? You're sitting there. You're sitting. This is past life energy. This is not just me. This is many people. There's a lot of us. I know when I'm next to a past life partner. I just know. I have this feeling. There's just a certain tingle. You know? That's when we have this timeline, this moment of influencing others. You just know. It's this power to coexist with them, isn't it? It is. Your light body just activates. You just have it. Look. Boom, 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 boom. Look at this. Sun to the moon. You know they're there. You know they're there. Look, you have to let go of the old, though. That version of you is gone. And I say, yeah, it is. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I wait 10 years and I evolve. I give myself a 10-year time limit. And this earth, my soul gives my human body a 10-year time limit. And it says, I change. Anyone around me, I say, hey, by the way, every 10 years, expect a different version. And they go, what? Don't call out midlife crisis I'll punch you in the face kind of thing. Don't you dare say midlife, because every 10 years I'm changing. I'm not waiting for that moment. Every 10 years, they're going to see me fight for a new version of myself. And there might be a good or not a great version. Hey, I might go through that like, hey, I didn't do this when I was in my teens, so I'm doing it now. But I'm going to experience life. I'm sorry. Like, I will experience life, and I'm going to do it. And this might be falling in love like I've never fallen in love. This might be you falling in love like you've never fallen in love. This might be 20, 30, 39. Whatever this is, you kind of at the end of these cycles, you find yourself wondering, going deeper, saying, what is it I want in that next cycle? And your cycle might not be at the end of that decade. It might be in the middle. It might be at the sevens. Check out your numerology. Check out your life path. This is why I tell you guys to look into numerology, the healing frequencies. Because what I do and what I do on my spare time, I don't know if I'm crazy or weird, but I'm really into the healing frequencies. I'm into the manifestation techniques. You might think I'm withdrawn when I take off and I move on and I'm doing my own thing, but this is the universe saying, oh no, self-care, self-love is a real thing. Duality is a real thing. But there's nothing more powerful, more sexy than someone who knows their own boundaries, who can give themselves duality, who can maintain that balance between materialism and spirituality, or even spiritualism, right? But whatever this is, that is amazing. This clarity is coming in for you, and it's coming in for you because past life energy has dictated this. Your human body is just a vehicle. Do you not understand this? The only reason the angels aren't showing up here is because they know you already know. This tower moment you're going through, this major shift, this major moment, this major crisis. It could be a job, it could be something else, it could be something different. Whatever this is, this major life moment of yours, this physical shift is your soul's way of saying, I'm ready, I'm here, I'm ready to jump. You ever see the fool? The fool sitting on the edge of a cliff about to jump, and they have this little dog. Where's the dog gonna go? Do they leave the dog behind, or they take it with them? Typically, that dog is part of the person, right? That's why I have these connector cards, because you have 4 choices here. Now, this is where the tower moment comes in. This is the moment you go, oh no, I gotta make a decision, right? And then you have these 4 choices based off the cornerstones. And I'm going to actually be coming out with a new playlist on this stuff, saying, hey, this is one of the readings I do. You'll see the waterfall, and I'll go into all that, which is essentially a pyramid. And you're at the top, like you are. Look, I don't care about anybody else. And no, not for nothing, you shouldn't. You are the center of your world. However, these are your choices. King of Cups, Scorpio. This could be Akashic Records. Look at it. You're looking for connecting to the cup. Love. You're looking deep for this love. Connecting to. Could be the curiosity. Prying eyes. Maybe there's some truth coming in. Could be. But this is a deepness that you can't quite understand. Your soul understands it, sure. But look at the gray area. This is something you can't quite understand. Message coming in. Pages or messengers, right? We always talk about pages and messengers. But what's a page of pentacle? It's someone who's patient. It could be news. It could be money even. But that's a choice. Power moment comes in, brings us on a new direction. This could be somebody coming in. Older person. Older, powerful person. This is a spirituality decision too. That's what I like here. This is air energy, right? We talked about this being the Gemini. And there is our Aquarius. King of Swords, right? Giving us a chance. This Aquarius or Gemini or air energy has 2 people on their mind. Sneaky, isn't it, right? What is behind the scenes? There's an ending, or there's possibility of an ending coming. Oh, look at the heartbreak. Look at the Gemini. There's that Gemini. There's the air sign. There's something higher knowledge coming in here. This is what I get. Look at someone rushing in. This Gemini is on full alert. Look at this night versus this night. This night is actually running, actually moving. I talked about this. The physical shifts, right? It could just be your soul's way of saying, no, we're going this way. This is the direction we're heading. This is the moment you're part of the cosmic leadership, the cosmic collective. It's the other's way of knowing energetically, just Not even saying anything, but knowing, just feeling it. The moment you're part of a soul tribe, you're meant to be part of a journey, a bigger journey. You're orbiting your field into something bigger. Look at night, 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 night. Good night, night, night. You're coming in, helping, building. Look at all of these major players right here in the center. This is infinity. This is money. This is something powerful coming in, and it is money. And I don't hesitate. I call it money for a reason. This is why you're going deeper. Are you willing to face your fears, your pain, your depression, your anxiety, those nightmares, those things that you don't want to face? Are you willing to kind of jump into that which really hurts? That stuff that you don't want to do, but are you willing to say, what is it you don't want to do? What is it that makes it hard to make you switch? Those boundaries you don't want to address, right? That's what we don't want to do. What is it to take that first step to get to empress or emperorhood? What is it the thing that someone would put you into that different perspective? It's your highest self saying, hey, I'm going to show you the hardest way possible. I want to make you understand I love you and I love you. I love you and I love you. Who is this? Prince Charming or Princess Charming? Who is it? Because that's what that is. Very simply put, and I try to keep it very simple for you guys so I can keep reading quick, fast, and easy. But that's a proposal. Someone coming in is going to give you a proposal. But look at all of these nights. Look at the nights. Night, night, night. King of Cups. Look at. We have these nights here really prominently coming in. And at your heart chakra, what do you want? You want this to matter. Center line, matter. Past life, matter. You're not taking off. This is you giving yourself a voluntary chance to find your own intuition, to have this outcome, to have this joyous outcome. But it's really hard, especially when there's some kind of obsession. It could be even sexual lust. It could be a rebirth. But whatever this is, it's you're giving yourself some self-imposed restrictions, and we see it, and everybody sees it. This is not just you, though. You're kind of seeing whatever this is, and it could be money. It could be money, because we have money coming in, and it's the spark that creates a whole new version of yourself. You have to understand, this is not a joke. This is the universe. You can hear my voice. This is not a joke. If you can find this balanced version of yourself, this dual version of yourself, that version, that which is going to set you apart, that moment you become multidimensional, those timelines in which you shift, you've won. You actually won. You've aligned yourself to the higher self. Not the highest self, but the one that makes you feel closer to home. From a simple tower moment that you have already faced more than once in many lifetimes. I love this for you. I really do. And mind you, I'm going through it too. Do you understand? I'm going through it too. It's a passionate, like you feel it, you get near it. It's almost like you look at something where we're mirroring each other's realities. We're all going through a tower moment. We all are. You have to understand we all are going through it. This is a passionate one. Like if we get next to somebody, there's a particular somebody, or I feel like it's a person. We're very inflexible on it. If we stare at somebody, we look at them and we go, oh, and they just light up our heart. We're almost impatient. We all have this impatience on it. Look, heartbreak, mid-deck split. That's kind of like saying, what do you think? All right, let's keep going. Yeah, you guys are all doing this. It's serious. But yeah, guys, this is if you're seeing this after the fact, let me know. If you haven't yet done so, please take a look at cosmicboogeyman.com. Take a look at all the social media. This is really cool. So what I'm going to do is I have 5 tarot decks here, and I really don't do a great job of self-promoting because I'm not trying to. Am I ambitious? Sure. Am I disciplined? Absolutely. But am I trying to sell myself? No, I'm not. I'm really not. It's one of those things that where I'm trying to get you guys, in a philosophical sense, to get you to that secretive place. God damn it if I hear that you're self-pitying. Like, oh man, if you're self-sabotaging. Oh no. So that's what it is, because I know that's what it is my guides know is you're about to manifest. Every time I read you, there's something there. And it's you're just on the precipice of greatness. And like even like for like say Teja V, even like for Antonella's reading last night, or getting Cindy, or getting many of you guys, it doesn't matter. Like even like the original like top 100 subscribers, those people, when I first started reading them, I said, wow, this is really intriguing. And it wasn't a jealousy thing against one. It was an interesting thing, because getting you guys read, I started to say, okay, this soul is connected to this soul, even though I can't quite read into that. But the more subscribers I got, wow, okay, this cosmic collective is real, which is telling us we are all related. It's like it's like different degrees of separation. It's really, really nice to know that. So, and I don't even focus on that. I thank you very much. I think the 40,000 subscribers is that's us coming together, coming home. Like, I think that's how I look at that. To be very honest, I'm enthusiastic about it, because it's you guys are finding a place to come back to. That's why I get so energetic about it. It's not about money. I'm not making anything I get paid, I put back into promotions. So if a video starts to kind of like take off, I just put that amount of money into a video. Yes, that's all it is. I want you guys to say like, oh great, this is awesome, because I'm responsible with the cards, the energy. I try to bring out the sophisticated side of myself to let you know I'm protective. I'm protective of my energy, your energy, and it's the teacher part of it. That's what it is. So like, and I protect like Brenduska. Like, I know Brenduska too. Like I said, Brenduska was doing this with me all alone as the moderator. We love Brenduska. But I said, we need to get Brenduska help. And that's where you guys come in. And you guys are really, really helping Brenduska. And it's not that we don't appreciate, but when Brenduska's on, it's helpful. And I told Fatima last night, I said, when he's on, it's helpful. Right? And they go, what? I go, I talk about you. He goes, no way. I said, yeah. I said, really? But it's nice. Yes. And then when she's not in, it gives her a chance to be appreciated by giving her time away. And that's what I said. All right. Let's see what's next up here. Let's see what else I have, because I'll be on for just a little while tonight. I'm definitely not going to be on for a couple hours, but that's it's nice to get these like invisible shoestrings or like connections from the universe, right? This powerful force that we feel connecting us from these angelic messages almost, or from the universe, the cosmos calling us in, saying, hey, and maybe some people, some of these 40,000 subscribers later on tonight will get home from work, and they'll get home from work at 2 a.m. and they're whatever, and they're like, oh, I had a really bad day. And they'll see this. In this moment, this is their galactic moment. Like, this is them. And they'll say, yes, yes. And they'll help them feel different, right? Because they're remembering their mission. They know this is them. You guys can manifest. I'm telling you. That's what it is. The moment you hit subscribe, guys, you are manifesting. That's what I've been led to believe and understand. You're not desperate. You're desirers. You understand that. It's your soul casting out a spell to the universe, saying, I know I can do this. This is not me being desperate. There's no desperation. It's a frequency change. So let's take a look here. Let's see what we have. What does this mean? Yeah. Because I'm hearing lighthouse. But did you see the fool card there? They just want me to let the cards. Interesting. I like this already. This is like the ultimate version of faith and trust. It really is. And look at here. Looky, looky, looky. And looky, looky, looky. Looky, looky, looky. Wow. And I was going to flip it, and they said don't. And I say they, but it's more of like a wall. A wall of energy. It was like, don't. Very cool. And there's two here. Yes. See? Like a wall. Like a wall. See? Like a wall. It's so cool. It's different. Whatever I connected to last night on Members Only Monday got me into this. And it's a lot deeper, and I don't want to sound crazy or weird. But you guys saw that, right? Before I started, I was connecting to these two cards, and there's a third card here. Maybe fourth and fifth. Let's see. It must be there analyzed. No, there's a fourth and a fifth. Look at that. That's crazy. Let me take a second. I got to analyze this. That's really cool, though. Because this is coming not from my guides or angels. This is coming like from the cosmos. Like this, I call it the ether even. It comes from like the original. Let me take a look at these for a second. Do yourself, actually use your own intuition. Tell me what you guys see. A reminder, if you're here for the first time, I use this channel as emotions, the chakras, and I have it kind of condensed down. So you have your crown, heart, root, and then this is your here and now. And so this would be like right now, right as you sit here today. Underneath it, the feelings underneath, like, I don't know. But this is the outcome. And this is the final, like everything that, like how it all plays out. This is the secret in the sauce. You know what I'm saying? What really goes down. Look at the stress, the exhaustion. Look at the stress, like oh no. Any overthinkers out there? Oh my Lord. Any overthinkers? Anyone that's kind of holding back? This is crazy. And this is my number one draft pick. But you can even see the holding back, holding back, holding back. I might actually, and this here too, this is what makes us so bananas. That I have one of those cards in the entire tarot deck. Out of all 5 tarot decks, I have one. I'll reiterate, I have one. Absolutely one. It's sitting with, this is past life to me. It's one of like the earlier signs I've gotten when I kind of switched from doing spiritual mediumship. And I don't, please don't take that lightly either. Because it was really a humanitarian effort. Like, I never took money. Never. Never. I want you to understand, never. That was one of the things I would do for friends and family only, and even a stranger, if I knew, and I would never go up to somebody. But I was very generous with the energy. So, like, we would have, like, a family friend, they had lost their father, and I would I would wait, and they would ask, and say, hey, can you come over? And it would be like, Cosmic can come over. Yeah, and I would come over. It would be really secretive, but I'd come over and I would connect. Always accurate. And then I eventually moved in for my own fun and trying to connect the dots. I did tarot. And I started with one purple deck, and it led into this. Like, you have to understand. And I taught my kids how to use the pendulum and talk to them, and we did it in a really safe way, but I want them to build on it. And I never pushed them. I said, hey, you guys don't have to do what you do. But they are very big believers in it. But what do you guys see? Like, let me open up chat for a second. What do you guys see? Oh, I definitely pick up on past loved ones. I actually picked up on Lawrence's mom in one of the readings. Like, she came right through, and I don't normally get that. So, but this is what I'm saying, is this kind of stuff. Getting these cards to come out like this and this and this is millions to one. And this was done with my guides, like saying, do this, this, and this. Like, read like this. And that's kind of how it plays out. This is your daddy energy. And I know it creeps some people out, but that's your, like, think about the feminine masculine, right? The feminine masculine. But the emperor here is like the older male, younger female, older male protects younger female, you know, and they, like, while she kind of develops into this, that's what this is. You can see the short throw energy. I'm not trying to be creepy, but they're in alignment. See how they're facing the same direction? There's past life here. They don't know it. They're unaware. Or one of them is fighting it. Someone's fighting it. You can actually see the resistance here. Who are the major players in this reading? It does. But you can actually see it here. That's the thing. So that's kind of what comes down here. This is the thank you underneath the emotions of everything. The emotional base. Like, if you start to pull everything apart like a building, this is the universe. But there is definitely a blockage. Someone is holding way back. There's a manifestation at the root chakra. This is the black. This is meant to be. Like, you don't get better than this. Because if this card was there by itself in reverse, that would be very bad. That would be ending. But because it's like this, it's being supported by, in the future, this becomes known. Like, this becomes known. This is this past life knowledge. See how she's looking, or they're looking for this. They make short throw energy. They make eye contact. The messengers make eye contact. They realize that something's more important. So somebody makes eye contact, and there's a couple people here saying, well, this is Akashic energy. Yes. There's a major, major brand new start coming off. That's what's happening here. There's an older and younger person coming in contact here. So that's what I'm seeing. Like, and this is bigger. I haven't even pulled the rest of the cards. And so what I might do is I might pull beyond the 9 cards here, and I might pull beyond out. And they want me to pull beyond the typical 9 as this last reading goes here, and then I can call it. So what I might do is I might pull out and out. Like, I can pull beyond this. But when I put a card down, it's this past life energy here. See, look, this is no thank you. Blinded, no thank you. It gets deeper, though. This person is really moving slow, emotionally slow. When I look at this, that could be Gemini energy. This could be Gemini energy. Typically, though, that's for me, Gemini energy, but it could be any air sign. A page messenger for those could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Very straight up. And you're not wrong if you want to associate it with any of those 3. For me personally, in this kind of reading, it would be Gemini because it's the first one out. Look at that. See? It's crazy, right? There's that pentacle message coming in. Happiness. And there's the emperor who hides in these cards. That's what's going down here. This page, I think this emperor thinks this page just doesn't think about it. So there's 2 things going down here. It's almost like this is a work-oriented person. And this emperor has 2 mindsets on this person, on this younger person. You can see how they focus on another person and they don't focus on this person. So this person focuses on pentacles or money. It's a past life situation. That's how you guys got here. Look. Look, choice of choices. This is meant to be. And I don't say that lightly either. Like, yeah. Crazy. You know, like when they move on to you. Dark Horse candidate. I'm just letting the cards talk. They want me just to let them fly. They move on to you. Chariot. Vroom, vroom. Dark Horse candidate. Angel touched. This is really cool. Yeah, but look. This Emperor. Antonella, ready? This Emperor, they're not in alignment. So, to that contrary, look, to hold this up. This is a very intuitive Empress. And this Emperor is not in alignment or is the Dark Horse candidate to the Empress. That's how that goes. Look. Or there's two of them. See? Look. Or you literally have two. One's in love, and there's another one coming. I know it's a little hard to see what's off to the side here, but there might be another one coming in. That's what we could have coming down here. There's a lot of energy. Once you guys realize you can manifest, like how many of you, and I want you to honestly answer this. This is even after you see this. Forever and ever. Like, type, I can manifest. If you truly believe I can manifest, don't type it just to type it. To say, I'm saying it so I can do it. No. 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 Like, I want you to say it like I would say it. This is Akashic Aquarian energy. Two people on my mind. True, true, true. Very true. Right? I want you, this is me. Like, I'm being very honest with you guys. Blue. Like, I'm still having, like, thinking about the kids today. I'm just a conduit for this energy. Whatever this is real. Let this be an imprint to the universe. I'm not pulling cards. There is no me. I'm just a conduit. I wish I had the gift, but I'm just part of this process. There it is. It's saying, well, without you, there's no me. It's basically saying we're married. Like, that's part of this Akashic record. Right? Agree. Yes. That, if you type it and you believe it, and I mean believe it with everything you, but you walk away and you say, I can't, like in about 20 minutes, then you can't. It starts the clock all over again. It's like, think about climbing a 500 rung ladder. And you're like, 350 rungs. And you say, it's a long way up. You go back down to one. I'm not kidding. And this is coming from someone who can manifest. I'm telling you, I can wear the Rolex. But Pina, we can manifest. And I'm not throwing it in your face. I'm actually will do it until you guys all like take off, or I know you're manifesting. The secret of this channel is manifestation. Just letting you guys know. There's nobody who has power over you. Nobody. Get to work. This is like, there is no one here. You guys can own your own homes. You can make your own money. I'm telling you, you have manifested before. I'm just trying to teach you. I'm just trying to teach you. Look at King of Pentacles. When you put that with the manifestation, which is the Magician, that's a master manifester. I'm trying to get back into that stage, the manifestation stage. I'll go on record. And say, like, XRP is going to be really good. Let's see. That's what it is. And so the universe is saying, or the cosmos, whatever it is, it's saying without denial that we're in this place where you guys are in this really amazing space. Spiritually, you're opening your hearts, you're opening your minds, you're very intelligent. I obviously, yeah. Like, you're there. You're obviously there. You just have a problem manifesting, and you're looking for that, saying, how do I get to this place? How can I manifest again? And I give you the passion. You know I'm real. You know I can tell you. I'm not afraid of making the mistake. I'm not. Making the mistake is real. I like to say let's jump ahead. But whatever this is, whatever we're gonna do here, whatever's gonna happen going forward, and I truly believe that this is going to get you not just to the future version of yourself, but to that highest version of yourself. If this and you and I are together in, say, 20 years, and I'm still doing this, and then one day, like I say, it disappear, whatever it is, you won't miss me. You'll thank me. And that's what it will happen. And that's all will happen. I just want you guys to be bold and be brave, and that's it. And not be questioning who you are. You know what I'm saying? And this, whatever this is, whatever we're tapping into, it's about not doing it. That's it. And so a lot of you are like, you're falling in love with this, connecting to this. But when we're not talking, when we're not together, when we're not reading cards, you're the one. You are absolutely the one. You were picked to be on this channel. This is the long-term stability here. Get out of the mindset that something's wrong with you, or you have an issue, or something you have to go and figure it out. The best I can tell you, from the reason I was brought here to come on to Tarot and do this for you guys, is to help figure things out with people. And I'm very inquisitive. I'm the person who has to figure every little thing out. And I am non-confrontational, but I'm also super intellectual. Like, really intellectual. Like, I'm not trying to brag or say anything, but I'm the one who's like, okay, I got 3 college degrees, and I'm the one who at the end goes, why do I have those? Like, well, but I'm also honest enough to say, getting a 4.0 in grad school, like, what did it do for me? Nothing. Right? Right. That's what it is. And I'm not trying to tell you don't go do it. If you're drawn to do it, I mean, I had learned so many life lessons. When I was driving, going to school, and just driving, I would drive without the radio on. And I found myself a lot of times driving. That gentle energy was just there. You know, it seems really weird, but going there, it taught me responsibility. I was very decisive in what I did. And that's a lot of times what I had to do. And was it hard work? Of course. I was working 40 hours, going to school. And I'm not trying to tell anyone to, you have to follow whatever your inner voice is telling you, whatever your desire is. And other people are going to put those external pressures on you. That's all. I have a lot to tell. There will be a book. I was telling Kapina, so there will absolutely be it. And I'm not saying I'm better than anyone else. But if you guys knew my childhood, it's one of those things. My childhood it's very different. And I'm in contact with my twin flame right now, and it's interesting what she's doing. She's married and she's going through stuff with her husband. It's interesting. And no, I'm not trying to break them up, but I'm very like, I talk to her and stuff. I'm a great friend, like, you know. And that's what it is. I'm not trying to do it. Nothing more than I have to support actually her in. And that was her card. Like, see, the cards talk. But that's what it is. And like, her husband's going through medical stuff, and I support that. I do. Because I find that to be fascinating, that the universe would put us together. And I'm like, fuck that. I'm like, I want to see this. I want to love her through that situation. Say, let me see if I can help this. Like, really? Because it's not about me. This is not about being selfish. Let's learn this. Let's learn this another way. Right? What if we supported ourselves instead of being, yes, let's support ourselves. Let's actually support each other instead of being selfish for once. What would that do to the universe if we had a group of people like us that we were always supporting? That's why when you guys get on here, you're like, what? You always feel so good because we're supporting each other. And that's one of those things. When Brendaska and I started together doing this, Because let's be honest, I started doing it and Branduska joined right in. Branduska was one of the first people. And I knew, and this is what's really crazy, just so you guys all, I want to make sure when I'm hitting 40,000 here, I want to keep telling the story. I knew, and I told people, even in my own personal life, IRL, I said there'll be a female that's going to do it with me. I predicted, which makes sense because I'm very intuitive. Like, I don't need the cards. I speak universe. And I said that. And everyone's like, oh, they never said, no way, no way. And I was talking to people. I tried to ask even the art teacher. I said, hey, do you want to do this with me? She's very pretty, by the way. She's gorgeous. And I said, that would be awesome. I said, I would get so many subscribers. Just put your face on there. And she thought it was funny. But she knew, and I said, and I thought she was the person because she's very spiritual. And I said, that would be great to have you on. And we get along amazing. But that didn't happen. And I was like, oh. I said, that's crazy. So she's also art. And I said, that'd be cool. I could have you design tarot cards. I said, I would love that. How cool would that be? And I said, I was being honest, and being really, really, idealistic. I said, this is perfect. I said, we'll work together and that would be awesome. And I had so many cool ideas that I just kind of happened to be working with her. But that didn't work. So I said, okay. I said, let me just work. Let me just start the channel. And so that was in the fall. I started talking to her about doing it. And she was like, I think she just didn't know if I was going to do it. And so anyway, it was Thanksgiving. And I was just right when I hit Thanksgiving, I start to be grateful for everything I have. Like health, family, and I'm really grateful. I take a moment. I actually meditate on it. And so what happened is I was leading into that. And my guide said, go live. Not live, go record or go practice. And one of them is called Love Limbo. And I went and did a video. And I said, I'll just upload it and see what happens. And that's what happened. It was so crazy. So anyway, that's what ended up going down. So I appreciate it. And so things that felt unfair ended up being perfect. I had to step outside my comfort zone. I don't know. It just worked out. But I appreciate you guys. I really do. I'll be back tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern. I was only going to hop on for just an hour tonight. I hope some of these messages hit home, but it's different. I got to tell you guys, it comes from a different place. It's a different energy. If you didn't see it, I hope you did. It really just comes from it comes from a different place. It's really, really does. All right, guys. If you have any questions, let me know, but I will definitely be back tomorrow at 7 p.m. But this is cool. When you see these Cosmic Collectives, just understand, I don't think I've been making that very clear to you. This comes in differently. I was actually coming to work in the studio to upload YouTube Shorts and upload stuff to Instagram and Facebook. And I want to make sure I'm on top of it, right? Just upload to TikTok and stuff. And I started to work on it, and my guide said no. So they want me to do the audio, and I don't know, hopefully the audio has been better. So I said, really? And I said, hopefully this is working. Anyway, I'll be back tomorrow, and then I can read you guys. But I think I'm still tapped into this Akashic, whatever it is, Hall of Records. I think that's the best way to call it. So if I am, I can read from you guys tomorrow. I don't want to push it. I want to kind of keep this energy. I'm not going to read any more. Just frivolously. But anyway, let's be thankful that we connect, and let's be thankful we connected tonight. If you guys see this in between, let me know. Let's not be too secretive. Share the channel, and check out all the other social media. If you're looking for a private reading, be sure to hit up cosmicboogeyman.com, and I appreciate you. All right, guys, I will see you tomorrow at 7. All right, guys, you be safe. Peace.